This episode is brought to you by FreeFlow.ai, because if your best workflow lives inside Karen's head and Karen's on PTO, you've got a problem. FreeFlow.ai brings clarity to agency operations without replacing your people, just replacing the mess. RiskCellar is back, baby.
We're sorry for the wait, everybody.
We know that you are all just waiting every week on the edge of your seats for our release, much anticipated release. But here we are. We're back. We took a little break. I went to Austria, did some skiing. It was great. And nobody's ever had a better time in Austria than me.
A lot of people say it was the best time.
A lot of people say I'm a really, really terrific skier. Okay.
And then he got
It was a
sick.
good time.
Then he got sick, so we
And I just kind of had jet lag last week, and I had to take a little time, a little me time. It's a busy time. What's going on in Texas?
There's a lot going on in Texas. Weather's getting better. The grass is starting to grow.
Grass growing already?
We're right around the corner. It's going to start turning green. 50s and 60s at night, and 80s during the day, 70s and 80s. Need a little rain.
We got some snow today here.
Ugh.
It was 55 degrees yesterday. And today we got about 5 inches of snow.
Wow.
So we got that going for us. What are you drinking today?
I'm drinking a Squealing Pig Sauv Blanc 2023. It's really good. Shout out to there's a restaurant. What's the name? I already forgot the name of the restaurant. It's called
This restaurant where you first had the wine?
It's the owner's. It's one of his favorite ones. It's called shout out to Bourbon and Branch too. No, it's not Bourbon and Branch. It's called.
This makes for good TV right here.
I love that. And I do know the name. Divine Wine. It's called Divine Wine Bar. Divine Wine.
Have you watched isn't there a show on, was it Apple? Drops of God? It's about wine. You should probably watch it.
Is it good?
I don't know. But
no.
I pass by it and I skip it, and I don't end up watching it.
We're watching The Man on the Inside right now.
Who's in that?
It's Ted Danson.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's really good. It's really funny. I mean, it's an old person show, but
yeah,
it's good. It just makes you feel good amongst all this political strife and arguing. It's just a happy-go-lucky. You'll giggle a little bit. It's a funny show.
Is Ted Danson in the Epstein files?
Let's find out.
Do you have the files downloaded that you're searching through at this point, or what's the?
Well, there's apparently an email, like an email that's created that mirrors his email, and he could search just like an email and go by date and everything. Someone created it. No evidence suggests that actor Ted Danson is included in the Jeffrey Epstein files. There you go. I think we should just say
indicated
for everybody. Is he in the Epstein files?
Is he in the Epstein files? Because a lot of people are.
I mean, this is nuts.
I don't think I'm in the Epstein files, so that's good.
Well, it's because you didn't quite make it to those circles quite yet.
I was not in those circles to get invited to private islands.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's be clear, I'm still not in those circles. So
nope. And nor I don't think you want to be.
No, doesn't seem like it. Doesn't
Thomas
seem like
Pritzker is, and Kathy Remler, and Sarah Ferguson, Donald Trump, I believe, Bezos,
allegedly,
Gates,
allegedly, everything's allegedly.
All these people allegedly. Let's just say allegedly.
We're going to disclaim this from the beginning. Anything we say on here is probably incorrect. So
Brad Karp, allegedly.
is that Karp? Is that the guy from who's Karp? No, that's Alex Karp is the guy from Palantir.
Well, who's the guy? Lawyer, former chairperson of Paul Weiss, Rifkin, and Wharton and Garrison. Just a attorney, allegedly. Peter,
Allegedly.
who is the when we were talking about it, the I think he's a robot or the Antichrist, one of the two.
Oh, Peter Thiel?
Peter Thiel, absolutely.
He is both a robot.
This guy's not
and the
normal.
Antichrist. No.
Pretty sure old Bill Clinton made a few trips up there. I mean,
Well, he's going to testify.
oh, it's going to be great. Why
it's a
is
bold-
there a
I think
picture
it's a
of
bold-
you in a blue dress in the
I think it's-
Epstein mansion?
I think it's a bold move because I think it's going to put some pressure on those who shall not be named to testify as well on the other side of the aisle. So
Everyone's name, though. Can they just plead the fifth?
some people are named more than others. Unredacted 6,000 times, redacted possibly 1,000,000 times. So
A million.
1,000,000 times, and his name rhymes with rump.
I mean, unbelievable.
I've never been there before.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I stopped talking to Jeffrey. I mean, Mr. Epstein, years ago.
What a
I'm
circus these
drinking,
people are running.
I'm drinking bourbon tonight. I got
It's
this
a
for
Bourbon Wednesday.
yeah, it's a bourbon week. I got it for Christmas. Some of you might not know this, but Bob Dylan is my favorite musician of all time. And Bob Dylan has apparently put his name on some bourbon. So this bourbon's called Heaven's Doors Ascension. Little known fact, even though song made famous by Eric Clapton, Bob Dylan wrote Knocking on Heaven's Doors. So that is why it is called that. But Kentucky bourbon, and it's nice. I'd put it in the Woodford category, kind of that style.
Well, I like Woodford.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's that. Well, we got the headlines this week are interesting. They are all very centered around AI. So I don't know if you followed this last week. I think early, like Monday or Tuesday last week, there was a couple announcements that went around. This InsurTech called Insurify listed their app on ChatGPT. And basically the Insurify app allows you to compare. It's basically what is that app that they're always, it's like, it's a travel
Palantir.
app. Kayak. It's like Kayak that allows you to effectively shop insurance quotes using AI to distill what everybody's offering. So when this happened last week, there was a stock shock with all of the publicly traded insurance companies, listed on the stock exchanges, and they all dropped, 5, 10, 15% last week, including, Berkshire Hathaway and Chubb and all these AIG, all these companies, because there was a knee-jerk kind of hysteric reaction to this, thinking that it was going to be, some sort of end to insurance, and that was corrected to some extent pretty quickly. But there was a lot of stirrings last week about AI. So a lot of the articles this week that are coming out and releases that are coming out about AI and how companies are using it. So I think, I personally think this is kind of much to do about nothing. It's a very kind of lemonade style insurance platform that is just letting you distill what other people are offering. And it's more personal lines. But yeah, a lot of people are worried.
Well, what do you think their biggest worry is?
That will be replaced.
Yeah, I mean, isn't everyone? I'm sick of hearing about AI and politics and this and that. Yeah, they're going to replace. They're going to replace. They're going to replace. Isn't that everything? I mean, can you? I mean, we should start.
Yeah.
I don't think plumbing's going to. Maybe it should be plumbers.
I don't know. I saw at CES, I saw a robot that cleaned bathrooms. So you never know.
Oh,
There might be a robot. There might be a robot next year that goes in with a plunger. You know, honestly, if there was a trade job that a robot could probably do,
Plumbing.
and now plumbing might be it, to be honest with you.
I think electrical. I'd like to be an electrical contractor. They do okay too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's the fear. I think it's it's overblown to some extent. Our boy Nick Rawls Davies actually commented the other day on LinkedIn about how AI is taking over the legal profession. And honestly, the legal profession has a lot more, I think, to worry about in terms of entry-level lawyers being kind of shut out of firms than a lot of other industries do, because they're providing technical writings, right? That is their job. Their job is not to be in front of clients. Their job is not to, cultivate relationships, but their job is to technically write the legal research and write briefings and all that stuff. And that will 100% be taken over by AI. But I think his point is, now that job of that entry-level lawyer becomes, how do you get good at using the AI to do the research, checking your work, citing your work, making sure that, it's correct. And then that person is just going to do more of it than ever. I mean, the productivity level of that person is going to go through the roof. But I don't necessarily think that person leaves. I think the question is, are we hiring more of those people, from an employment standpoint?
It's going to be hard to. Some of it's pretty opinion based, right? And the argument side of legal work,
but that's
the
more
transactional
when
legal work, that's going to be different.
Yeah, that's more when you turn the data into, an argument, right? That's more in front of judges. That side will obviously not.
Right, but you still have to present, Brandon.
Yeah, no, I know. So the problem is, like, are we going to hire fewer associates? Are we going to pay them less? Like how? And then there's eventually this gap, right? Because the robots aren't going to be presenting to the judge. So there's this gap, right, that happens if you're not hiring these new lawyers, and suddenly there's a huge knowledge gap in between in terms of the skills that it takes to present and try cases in front of juries, in front of judges.
Well, we're fast forwarding. We're speeding right into the AI. We got to outcompete China. If we don't create the AI faster, well, I mean, what do they even mean by that? If we don't do it faster than them, we're in trouble. It's this race.
All they're worried about is NVIDIA not selling as many chips, and like having the S&P 500 tank because it's so heavily weighted on NVIDIA. That is basically the worry of letting China succeed. But yeah, I mean, it's all at this point, it's all going to be just bolt on to LLMs, right? It's just like this app, this Insurify app. They're using whatever underlying LLM, and Insurify creates a skin that goes over the top of it to narrow the need of the LLM to specifically the categories that they're talking about. So honestly, I don't think it's going to create an employment problem. I think it's going to create productivity efficiencies that are going to be huge in nature. Just think about if your team, can do a policy review in 2 minutes instead of 3 hours, right? And then you're just cycling through all this, the nuance and minutia that you don't want them to be doing, and they can focus on, the client reach outs and delivering analysis and talking about with the client of why that's important or what they should be doing and that sort of thing, instead of doing all this data digging and analysis and everything.
I mean, it's a grind.
Yeah. So that's my take on it. But others, I think, are using AI as a scapegoat to do things like job cuts. So we have another article here. Munich Re cut 1,000 positions as AI takes over jobs. I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, they published it. Isn't
Right.
everything that's published be accurate?
Yeah, it should be, right? You put it in print. But I mean, I think a lot of companies have all but not necessarily Munich Re, but have all but admitted to the fact that the AI is a crutch. It's like when Larry David had the fatwa, and Salman Rushdie was like, now you can just, instead of going to your friend's bar mitzvah or going to a birthday party, you can say, sorry, fatwa. Now people are just saying, sorry, AI.
Was Larry David on? No, there's no way he was on the list.
He would never be comfortable enough to be in a position like that.
Let's see.
This is kind of a big moment, actually. I'm a little worried about it.
What are you worried about?
I'm worried that Larry's going to show up on the list now.
He's not.
Good. Phew.
Alan Dershowitz fires back at Larry David and says, okay. Harvey Weinstein, former lawyer Donald Trump, Harvey Weinstein, and Jeffrey Epstein went to the record. How about these interviews with the Trump? Who's the not the lobbyist? What's his name? He was kind of an advisor for a while. I'm talking about. He has all these interviews. He was kind of like running a PR campaign for Epstein to try to. He has a bunch of interview hours. Looks like a bulldog.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Steve Bannon.
Oh, Steve Bannon. Jeez.
He's got hours. 15 plus hours of interviews. Bannon, former White House and campaign aide to Donald Trump, conducted extensive video interviews. No, and this is 2019.
With Epstein?
With Epstein in 2019 while working on a documentary. This is after he was convicted, right?
Why? What was he doing?
I think it was a PR deal. I think they paid him to.
What do you want to know?
Here, let's look.
Steve Bannon is, up until recently,
He looks like a guy that is up to no good, doesn't he?
You know that if he's got all those hours with Epstein, he's been on the island. I mean, come on.
He loves the island.
Allegedly.
Based on the documents and text messages released by the U.S. Department of Justice in primarily to produce a documentary designed to rehabilitate, Epstein's reputation while simultaneously seeking to utilize Epstein's international network of elite contacts. Despite Epstein's reputation as a convicted sex offender, the two developed a surprisingly close symbiotic relationship in the years leading up to Epstein's 2019 unalived. I can't call it death because I'm pretty sure he was unalived.
Unalived. Offing.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Bannon just can't keep his nose clean, can he? That guy
allegedly
can't keep his nose clean. He's a piece of work.
The Timberwolves guy at the Timberwolves games doing a bump of cocaine.
No. Who?
Live on TV.
That's amazing. Was it somebody was it a public figure or just a rando?
Rando.
That they just caught doing a bump at the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was on the big screen while he was doing it.
Minnesota
Timberwolves fan goes viral after snorting mystery powder. Oh, come on. Mystery powder. Look at the video. It's just, he puts it right here on his hand and sniffs it up. I've never seen cocaine, so I don't know how it's done.
Pull it up. Let's we'll put it right on the recording. You got the hiccups now.
Uh-oh. No, not the hiccups. See if I could play it. It's on Daily Mail. Maybe Instagram.
Share.
Here, hold on. Share.
I want to make sure that all of our viewers can see this too. So,
can you see it?
Yep.
See him?
Zoom in.
Bump.
Oh yeah. Whew. That's amazing.
Look
Maybe
at
it
him.
was snuff. Maybe we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and it was just some ammonia.
It's pretty cocaine-y, I think. And the other guy is pretty excited. Look at the mustache.
That guy. Look at that mustache. That guy's been snorting up a storm. That guy's still got some left on. Look at the guy going back and forth. Or is that a kid going back? Is that a kid?
No, it's someone it's one of his buddies, and I think he was maybe doing some coke. I don't know. Just in case it's someone that, is stimming, like, something like that. I don't know.
Allegedly. Wow. I'm going to the game on Sunday, so we'll see what happens, I guess.
Stay off the big screen.
I'm going
on Sunday. You better get some rest, bud. We got a big week.
I do have a big week. My daughter is dancing at the Timberwolves game, so we're going to watch and staying for the game.
Oh my gosh, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Get good seats?
I have my tickets, which I have 3 games this year. We split them with a bunch of guys from the office, and I've missed 2 of them. One because it was the day that the Minneapolis stuff went down with ice, so didn't really want to go there. And the other day, I just didn't know I had tickets for that game, and I missed it. So I'm
Sounds
on a roll
about right.
here. Yeah.
He's the guy that has a membership at a golf course and plays 3 rounds a year.
I like the convenient part of it, but I don't like the actual going and doing the thing part of it.
Unbelievable. Just the opposite.
You like going and doing the thing.
Absolutely. USA yeah, I saw the Munich Re 1000. How about this? Pinion Insurance is launched into Bermuda with $180 million backing from Barings, and Sompo received regulatory approval for so they're buying Aspen for $3.5 billion. Sompo.
Yeah, that was announced a few weeks back, but yeah, it just got approved, it looks like. Which, oh, and then let's not bury the lead. We didn't even talk about this. Zurich buying Beazley. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Buying Beazley. So they came in with a hostile takeover bid. It's almost like the Paramount Warner Brothers situation, but they came in with an $8 billion bid. And then Beazley says no. Zurich comes back with an $11 billion bid, and they say yes. So Zurich will soon be the owner of one of the largest.
Is it going to go through for sure?
I would think so, but one of the largest and most innovative syndicates in London. So I'm a little bummed out about it because we do a lot of work with Beazley. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully it doesn't change anything, but
more consolidation, Brandon.
More consolidation.
It's going to be like China, where there's one option here soon.
China. I hope not.
Did you hear about this president of insurance brokerage firm and CEO of marketing company sentenced in $233 million Affordable Care Act enrollment fraud scheme? He got 20 years out of Miami. 2 executives are sentenced to 20 years in prison. And the roles for a years-long scheme to steal from the Affordable Care Act program.
Wow.
I mean,
so he was the guy that was making money off of the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah, the defendants. Yeah, he was the president of the insurance brokerage firm and CEO of marketing company. Preyed on tens of thousands of vulnerable consumers to improperly enroll them into a fully subsidized ACA plans for which the defendants earned millions of dollars in commission payments from the insurance companies.
Hmm.
Preying upon medically compromised consumers to rob hundreds of millions from taxpayer-funded programs is evil and unforgivable, said Attorney General Pam Bondi. Pam.
Oh, wow. Pam.
What are you doing,
Pam's getting
Pam?
involved with everything.
Fraud schemes like this rob citizens and shake faith in our institutions. I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of faith in the institution at this point.
No.
Just in general. Is
I
there?
think there's no trust anywhere. Nobody knows who to believe, what to believe.
Nobody knows.
We certainly don't believe anything the federal government says right now. So,
Well, just,
it is,
I don't know. It's for a while, it seems.
certainly is not a great time. Yeah, it was very interesting being in Europe last week. I got a lot of questions. A lot
Are
of
you
questions
guys
from
okay? Well, I would ask the same thing in the UK. Are you okay over there?
Well, the UK is not great either, but this was Austria, so I got a lot
That's
of
normal there.
questions from the Austrians. And mind you, the Austrians were deep into the Nazi regime back in the 30s. So to get questions from the Austrian people is how the tables have turned. Yeah, a lot of, what do you think this guy's crazy? I'm like, do I think he's crazy? Is that a question? Of course I think he's crazy.
I think they're all crazy.
I know you do. Bud.
I think they're all crazy.
Yeah. So speaking of consolidation, there's been, I don't know if you've seen my recent comments on LinkedIn, but there's been a lot
I've been paying attention.
There's been a lot of these ex-Hayes people putting videos together. So particularly, it seems, out of the ex-Hayes Boston, now Howden Boston office, putting videos together about their new life at Howden and how great it is to be client focused. And then David Howden posted a note, Mike Parrish's note that he wrote a couple of weeks back about how we're going to be a different broker and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so I posted, I'm just basically like, give me a break. Like, don't pretend that you're trying to protect this industry while at the same time you're trying to break the covenants that everybody signed. And then I'm sure you're making them sign the same ones that they just broke. And it's just chest thumping and self-aggrandizing and
are they making ever? That's a great point.
Of course they are.
Of course they are.
Right?
They're signing the same agreements. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's just so, I mean, honestly, it looked like a script from Hayes companies back in the day. The same stuff that they were talking, entrepreneurial, client first. It's like, where was all this talk when Brown and Brown bought Hayes? And I left, and you were all just, again, bring back to me, because that's what most of it's about. But, I got a chip on my shoulders. Don't get me wrong, but the hypocrisy is just so ridiculous.
So where's this thing when's the trial? And are we getting popcorn? Are we going to go visit?
We're going front row seats, baby. Boston.
I would think so. We're press.
Boston, baby.
We're press.
Absolutely.
When's the trial?
I don't know if there's a trial day yet. We'll have to look it up after this.
There'll just be a negotiation, don't you think?
I don't know, honestly. I feel, well, like we talked about before, it has big implications. I think Brown and Brown's going to fight until they think they've got enough leverage to try it, or if they're going to get paid. I think they want to get paid book value for it. Not book value, but the market value for their book that they lost.
They may be disrupting that at the same time. I mean, Howden is disrupted. So what? I don't know. How do you could screw up some valuations?
Yeah.
What is market right now? I mean, is it 8 or 9 or 10 or 12?
Well, it's like
13 or 6.
I would say minimum 4 times book. Probably more like 5 times book, and then, like 15 times EBITDA. But, they've taken 25 million so far. And by the way, allegedly, I've heard this unconfirmed, but from multiple sources, that they're still, Howden, even after the TRO, are still calling on clients, is what I've heard.
That's unbelievable.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Unconfirmed.
17,000 employees worldwide Brown & Brown has.
Yeah.
It's less than I thought they were.
Yeah, they bought a lot of small shops over the years. It's not like this massive organization. It's very deconstructed. I mean, it's a big organization, but it's not like Marsh or what is Marsh? 50, 60,000?
Find out right now. You know that Howden Howden has 22,000 people worldwide.
Yeah. But this rant, so, that they go on talking about how it's better for their people.
90,000 employees, Marsh.
At Marsh? Wow. You are literally a cog in the machine at Marsh.
Can you imagine?
I mean,
I talked to someone the other day, and he said, well, I just moved it away from my friend. I had a friend that was with Marsh a long time, and he admitted I was one of his smaller clients. I think a guy spending, I don't know, $500,000 or something. He didn't really care. And so I left. I went over to this other brokerage. I said, was your friend like it at Marsh? I always ask questions. I'm always curious. I just ask random question. He said he loves it. He said he's almost on the retirement track, so he doesn't really do anything, and he just loves it.
I bet you that Marsh has a lot of that.
I said,
you can hide it.
Because everyone's lives is perfect on social media too.
Yeah, exactly. But you can hide it, those big bro. You kind of get lost in the weeds a little bit, But anyways, I was saying that, they're talking, they're all the PR that they're pushing out at Howden is like client first, employees first, take care of your own, entrepreneurial. I'm like, so you just left all of your London people, your U.S. casualty London people out to pasture, basically leaving them for dead and basically using that business as an arbitrage for your new U.S. retail business. And you talk about employees and clients first. It's like, what? How can anybody? It's like it's like the trust in the institutions. How can anybody trust these people?
It's amazing.
I
Well,
don't
maybe
know.
they all went to the island.
Oh boy. I hope not.
Who's the largest insurance employer in the insurance business? Broker, retailer, wholesaler, carrier, et cetera, in the world by employee count? What would you guess?
It's got to be Marsh if they're at 90. Well, hold on.
I didn't say broker. Any top insurance business, broker.
I mean, that's a lot
carrier.
of people. So are we talking health insurance too, or just?
Yeah. Insurance.
United?
Yes. 400,000 employees.
Yeah.
You know who's number 2? Ping An Insurance, China, 270,000 employees.
China.
You know who's third? The People's Insurance Company of China. PIC, 175,000. And you know who is fourth? The Globo Broker.
Allianz?
Yeah. 156,000 employees.
Wow.
They're a global broker.
That's a lot of people. How many does AIG have?
Global broker.
How many people does AIG have? Because it will be a tremendous segue into my next talking point if you answer that.
Roughly 22 to 25. Oh, how can it be 22 to 25? The headcount reflects over 25,000 in 2023, but it's approximately 22,000 now. So there's your segue.
Interesting. That's a lot smaller. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's interesting that Allianz is that big. I guess they're they are very global, but AIG's almost less than a quarter of the size. Wow. Anyways, American insurance company AIG had there's two different interviews that Peter Zaffino did. One about a year and a half ago in 2023, asking him about AI, and one just last week, I think. And his explanation of what AI is doing for them or what it can do went from aspirational to beyond expectations. So it certainly, and that would, I'd probably echo that just on the consumer side of AI. Obviously, it's come miles since 2023. But it's becoming very instrumental, I think, in everybody's daily life. So, but AIG,
I concur.
probably the poster child of slow and antiquated. Here's the example they give. Zaffino said AIG Assist is their AI platform, I guess, was used in its excess and surplus company Lexington at their Alt Investor Day, and they revealed the ambition of reaching 500,000 submissions by 2030 using this AIG Assist. So that is, I guess, a lot of submissions. I don't know if that moves the needle at all.
Will the underwriting results be better is the question.
Right. Like, what are they going to use it for, underwriting, or are they just prepping the data for an underwriter to look at? That's my guess, right? It's really interesting to listen to. I was skiing with a couple underwriters on both on the reinsurance side and the insurance side, and it's really interesting how they view the underwriting side in Lloyd's. It's almost like underwriters carry around like a portfolio of successes and missteps. So they take a lot of risk in their decisions to write something or not write something. And that decision, if it backfires, can really follow you around.
Oh, he's the guy that did that.
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously Lloyd's is a marketplace, right? So it's much more.
I say that probably does for retailers. I would think that it's similar.
It's more of an echo chamber, right? Where, you do something and it's the canary. If you do something bad, it's the canary in the coal mine, and everybody knows about it. So I thought that was interesting that, risk taking it's on our side of the world, on the broker side, like we, as producers, we view that our job is risky, right? Because we kill what we eat. But from their perspective, their reputation is put at risk every time they put their stamp on a
I'd be
slip.
stamping everything. Let's go.
Make really good money one time, and then you're done.
It's a volume game. They don't know that yet. It's called economies of scale. You ever heard of it? Come on, Brendan. Let's go. Hey, Truth's one lie, by the way.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Yep.
This is mainstream U.S. political intrigue edition. Fictional.
Oof. All right.
Non-fictional. Only one will know.
Two truths and a lie is getting better too. So obviously, a couple of years ago, it was, AI didn't do great, but now it's getting some better stuff.
I like it. A junior congressional staffer once accidentally launched a viral nationwide hashtag after missending a test social media graphic meant for an internal training session, resulting in the office pretending it was deliberate grassroots campaign for 3 full days until the speaker's office demanded an explanation. Or 2,
And this was
Re-
where?
A
Nationwide?
junior, this is the United States. A junior congressional staffer once accidentally launched a viral nationwide. Then they had to pretend it was real. 2, for nearly a decade, a popular DC food truck was rumored to be an informal neutral zone where rival political consultants shared gossip, traded polling rumors, and settled turf disputes until a GAO audit revealed it was owned by a former Hill intern who just made extremely good tacos. 3, during a major election cycle, a Senate subcommittee quietly rewrote its official style guide to ban all metaphors in press releases after an over-enthusiastic communications director compared a routine agricultural report to a battle for the souls of the Midwest, sparking a week-long minor scandal. Which one is the lie?
Number 3 is a lie.
You're absolutely right. A Senate subcommittee banning all metaphors in
Bam.
press releases. Funny, but too over the top for even DC, a style meltdown that would be legendary, but it's the one that's made up purely for entertainment. The true staffers accidentally launching a hashtag? Yep, it happened. Anyone who's spent time around campaigns or Congress knows internal drafts escape all the time, usually creating chaos and comedy in equal measure. I don't think it's funny. The other truth is a DC food truck becoming a bipartisan gossip exchange hub. Very on brand for Washington culture. Plenty of real political meeting spots. Started as ordinary restaurants, maybe like pizza. What's that pizza place? Or hangouts. This one just happens to involve tacos.
Tacos.
Comet Pizza. Isn't that where everyone meets?
Trump, Ollie's, chickens out. Okay. Taco. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you, you're a nasty woman.
He governs from Florida, my friend. You didn't know that?
Governs from this Twitter toilet brown.
Don't we all?
It's true. It's true. Well, if you're keeping track, my 2 truths and a lie record
It's pretty good. I think
is
it's got to be at 80%.
probably more like 91%. I was always an A student, so.
I mean, I'm not sure what that. You went to public school or no?
I mean, was that it's a quasi-public school.
It's very public.
Very
Everyone
public.
okay up there? Everything's settling down a little bit?
Things are good. My cleaning team, my cleaning ladies are coming back tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited about that. Probably shouldn't have said that. No, I guess it won't. It won't release in time, so it'll be okay. Yeah, I think we're good here.
Outro. Nick, outro.
What are you gonna do for
Delete that last part.
I thought it was pretty good. You can keep it in. It's fine. Well, we appreciate you all being with us again for another great episode. We'll have some more interviews coming up. Hopefully you enjoyed the last one with our legal analyst on call, Nick Rawls Davies. Excellent. He's an excellent guest. But thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Schuh. That's Nick Hartmann. This is RiskCellar. See you later.
Cheers.
Cheers.